Well, Tommy, we're just a few minutes away from the start of this game tonight, and want to tell you about the Bernie Mules. You want to give the cheerleaders for us tonight?
Yeah, sure will, Bill. Well, both teams have some nice cheerleaders. They do a nice job. And, for the Gideon Bulldogs, our cheerleaders are Nikki Ray, Cassie Wolverton, Brittany Moody, Sam Reinhart, Erica Shepard, Christy Sharp, Leslie Elder, Macy Boone, Montana Smith, Sierra Randolph, Rose Miller, Megan Parker, Chelsea Michael, and Aaron Richardson. The Bernie Mules cheerleaders, Sydney Abernathy, Jenny Eubanks, Amber Mirth, Sammy Palmer, Chelsea Cornwell, Alex Johnson, Ashley Mirth, Amanda Pierce, Hannah Dock, Miranda McGowan, Maddie Owens, and Holly Wright.
Well, the Bernie Mules come in, as we told you, with a record of 8-5.
Yeah.
And the Gideon Bulldogs come in with a record of 3-10. And again, Gideon Bulldogs in a rebuilding year.
They sure are.
We've got with us tonight a young lady that's celebrating her 12th birthday, Ellen Snyder from Bernie. And Ellen, how are you doing?
Good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What did you get for your birthday?
Well, I'm doing my room in polka dots, so I got a new comforter for my bed, and I got some lip gloss and some other stuff.
Good. And next year's the big one.
Yeah.
We're going to be 13. You're going to hit the teenage years.
Yeah.
Okay. What grade are you in, Bernie?
I'm in 6th.
Who is your teacher?
Miss Owens, Casey Owens.
Okay. Well, happy birthday to you, and glad that you hollered at us on Channel 21.
Thank you.
All right. That's Ellen Snyder having a birthday today and wanted to come up and say a few words to everyone, and we appreciate her doing that. And hope I didn't mess her hair up and get to looking like mine. That's why I hate to wear these headsets. It messes up my hair.
Yeah, mine too, Bill. Both of them.
Sweet little girl, and
she sure was.
Her mom and dad wanted to make sure that we got her birthday on TV, and I said, well, just come on up and talk to us, and she sure did.
Yeah. How are you, young man? We got another man up here. I'll tell you, what's your name? What?
Layton.
Layton what?
Robert.
Where are you from, Layton? Gideon.
Is that Kevin's son?
No, this is Layton who?
Roberts.
Layton Roberts.
Oh, Roberts, excuse me.
How's the Gideon Bulldogs? They've been playing pretty good? Is that right? Well, who are you for tonight? Are you for Bernie or Gideon?
Gideon.
I kind of thought you would be. Well, it's good to talk to you, Layton. We got to get back to work, but it's good. I'm glad you come down and talk with us.
Well, it's great to have so many fans over here. Gideon is going to be one of our towns, Tommy, that we're going to be going into in 2007. And those folks are going to be excited because they've been asking me, what type of channels will we get on New Wave? And I said, well, right now you have 22 channels. You're getting ready to go to 64 for only $5 more a month. And I'm telling you, they're excited. Plus, you can get your high-speed internet. Plus, you can get telephone. Plus, you can get high-definition television channels, and you can go on up and get any movie package you want, or you can get the pay-per-view.
That's right.
So we're very happy, and I know you folks that are listening in our viewing area are very pleased with what New Wave is doing with the cable company, and we just want to appreciate, or we appreciate what they do to help us all. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data. Well, Tommy,
I tell you what, people they'll be excited and they'll be happy when that New Wave cable comes through.
Yeah, this is our second game to do at Gideon, and we're not even in Gideon yet. We've got we came and did Richland last week. We're doing Bernie this week, and what we try to do is catch teams that are playing in our area. So next year we're going to be going to 23 towns. It looks like, and so we're going to really be spread thin. So we're definitely going to have to catch teams that are playing games amongst people in our viewing area. And Gideon and Bernie are, and if they play on a Thursday night next year, they'll play at Bernie, and we'll try to catch that game.
Yeah, we will. I'll tell you what, people in Gideon treat you nice when you come over here. And, you know, scanning the crowd here, I look over, I see Kevin Lawrence. Kevin grew up at Camel, was a fine basketball player at Camel. Now he lives over here, raising his family over here on the school board. And, you know, we won't hold that against Gideon because Kevin's on the school board. No, Kevin's a fine young man. But I had to dig him because he had something to say about my hair.
Oh, he sure did. Yeah, he told me, he said, can't you find anybody else better to help you with the with the broadcast? We're going to have the national anthem, and we're going to pause for that and let you listen. Boy, what a beautiful job. Tommy's going to find out who was singing that national anthem. That was beautiful. But we want to tell you tonight's referees are Michael Chalk and Jerome Stone. And the Bernie Mules are coached by Brad Botch and also assisted by Morris Carnes. The Bernie Mules again out tonight again is Zach Curry. Still out with a hip injury. I talked to him earlier and said he's going to be going through rehab. Starting lineups for the Bernie Mules. Silas Dill, 6'4 junior, number 11. Number 24, a 5'8 senior, Doug Johnson. Number 25, a 6-foot senior, Tyler Trover. Number 34, a 5'8 senior, Jevin Pierce. And number 42, a 6'3 senior, Marcus Massey. Again, the Bernie Mules come in with a record of 8-5. For the Gideon Bulldogs, with a record of 3-10, head coach Josh Campbell, assisted for Jim Brees. Joey Kerpium as the other assistant. Starting at 5'10 senior, number 3, Terry Clay. Number 20, a 5'9 junior is Jared Foster. Number 23, a 5'11 junior, Dustin Horad. Number 32, Jordan Boone, a 6'3 junior. And number 44, a 6'1 senior, Luke Stafford. Tommy, who was singing, do we know?
Asked 4 people down there, and nobody knew.
Well, I want to tell you, that young lady has got a voice.
And it was very pretty.
Next time we come to Gideon Gym, because they think they sing in the hallway, and because they don't want to come out in front of the people, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't, my hat's off to them if they do. But she did just a wonderful job, and we're sorry we did not get that. We'll try to get that at halftime.
Yes, we will.
So that young lady deserves some recognition. Tommy, take the tip, and I'll find out who sang the national anthem.
Okay. Well, both teams going back over to get their last-minute instructions. Fixing to get this thing on the road. Bernie's coming out. Looks like Marcus Massey will be jumping center. I'm sure Boone will be going for the Bulldogs. We're still trying to find out who the nice young lady that sang the national anthem. It was, I don't know if you could hear it real good, but it was very pretty. She did a very good job. Well, I thought she was pretty good. I didn't know.
Hey, Coach, we got the Clarkton contingent in front of us here to scout this game out tonight. As Leanne Rhymes CD is what they said. I thought it was a high school girl. But, boy, it was great anyway. I enjoyed it.
If you see Leanne, tell her she did a good job.
Yeah, Leanne was on Channel 21 tonight. Doug Johnson with the basketball as Bernie took the tip. Ball to Massey. Massey drives the lane, puts it up, scores it. Marcus Massey, first basket of the night. 7:40 to go in the first period. Bernie on top, 2-0. Bernie's in a trap press. Ball handled very nicely. Clay goes down. He's going to be called for walking. Too many steps.
Tell you what, Gideon handled that press real good that time. Got the ball down, got the ball in there, had a good shot.
Sure did. Pierce with the ball. Gideon in a man-to-man. Pierce gives over to Dill. Dill picks the dribble up, gives to Doug Johnson. Doug Johnson falls down, but gets the ball back. Gets the ball to Massey. Massey's going to drive the lane, puts it up, gives a nice pass over to Pierce. Pierce puts it up, can't score. Ball on the floor, out of bounds off of Gideon. And Bernie will inbound under their own basket. Gideon going to stay man-to-man on this inbounds pass. Bounce pass to Massey and knocked out of bounds by the Gideon Bulldogs. Massey with the ball. Working on Boone. Nice move there, but Boone, great defense.
Sure
Pierce
was.
with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Ball tipped out. Nice save by Doug Johnson to Silas Dill. Dill thought about it, pulls it back. Trover has it. Gives it to Dill. Dill inside to Massey. Massey is handling the ball every time down the floor there. Both times down the floor.
Nice move.
Nice move. Not much Boone can do about that.
It wasn't. I think Marcus Massey will work on you in there.
Yep. We've got the first foul of the game coming up. It's going to be on Jevin Pierce, number 34. Boone has the ball, kicks it down to Horad. Horad with a turnaround jump shot, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Boone puts it up, it's going to be fouled. Nice rebound that time by Jordan Boone. I'll tell you what, that's a nice shot put up by Horad. It just wouldn't go.
I'll tell you what, that thing done everything would go down.
Did. Foul that time on Tyler Trover, his first. Gideon second. Going to the line to shoot two will be Jordan Boone. First one up, scores it. I said this the other night, Tommy, down here. You weren't at the game. You were ill. But this is a textbook shooter right here.
It sure is.
He's got a nice shot, good flex of the knees, good elbow, good wrist action. The second shot up no good. See, I put the whammy on him. I didn't mean to do that. But it's just, that's a guy that if you're going to watch somebody shoot a free throw, that's somebody you want to take a picture of. Stafford on a breakaway, goes coast to coast, puts it up, no good. Boom, the rebound, puts it up and in. 4-3. Bernie on top with 6:10 to go in the first period. Pierce still with the ball, kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson to Massey. Massey to Trover. Trover's going to drive, and he's going to be tripped. Stafford's going to be called for a push foul there. Stafford's first, Gideon's first.
Good sportsmanship shown out there.
Oh, yeah.
Foster reached out, helped him up.
Massey on a drive, nice put up left hand, will not go. Got his own rebound, put it up and in. Marcus Massey with 6 as Bernie leads Gideon has 3, and that's Jordan Boone has all 3. Ball thrown out of bounds that time by Clay. Tommy, they showed that foul that time on Terry Clay, his first instead of Luke Stafford. Coming in for the Bulldogs is Miller. Going out is Clay. Dill will inbound from the side. Gives it to Pierce. Ball given down to Trover. He kicks it out to Dill. Dill thought about a 3, stops and shoots one from the free throw line. It's short. Rebounded Stafford. Gets the ball down to Foster. Foster goes down and puts it up. We're going to have a blocking foul. Going to be called on Doug Johnson. Johnson's first. Bernie's third. Going the line to shoot 2 will be Foster. 6-3, 5:28 to go in the first period. Tommy, both teams feeling each other out.
There are. That's exactly right.
First shot put up. Scores.
You know what? Gideon looking pretty good right now, Bill.
Yep. Gideon's defense looks a lot sharper tonight than it did against Richland. And I want to tell you, and second shot good. I want to tell you something, too. Bernie knows how to play offense. They know how to play defense. Right. So I'm making a nice statement right there.
That's exactly right. It's giving them quite a compliment there.
Johnson with the ball. He's going to drive. We got a push foul that time on Travis Miller. His first. Gideon's second. Hill will inbound from the sideline. 5:16 to go in this first period. 6-5, Bernie on top. Ball kicked out to Pierce. Pierce is going to drive. We're going to have a walking call. He tried to go one-on-one and tripped over his own feet, Tommy.
Yeah. Tell you what, that Gideon defense looks pretty good out there.
Looks good. Bernie in a 2-2-1 zone press. Ford with the ball. Gets it down to Foster. Foster tried to kick it down inside. Ball tipped out of bounds. Inbounding will be Stafford for the Bulldogs. Gives the ball to Miller. Miller inside to Horde. Horde going inside. The ball slapped away and off his foot. Foster picks the loose ball up and gives over to Miller. Miller down in the corner to Stafford. Stafford tried to hit Horde inside with a pass. Marcus Massey takes the ball the length of the floor, and there's going to be a foul called. Massey will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul that time was called on who, Tommy? Was that Foster?
Foster.
His
Jared
first.
Foster.
Yep. Marcus Massey has all the points for Bernie so far. First one up, scores it.
Yeah, right now it's 7-5 Marcus Massey.
When you give him an opportunity with the ball, Tommy, I don't care who's on him. He's a good one-on-one player.
Sure is.
And he knows how to take the ball to the bucket. Boone with the ball, gives it to Miller. Trap is set up by Bernie. Almost an air takeaway. Instead, Jevin Pierce They're going to be called for his second foul, Bernie's fourth. .438 to go in this first period. It's 8-5. Ford the inbound. Gives the ball to Miller. Miller's going to go across the timeline, throws it down to Stafford. Stafford goes inside, tries to put it up. It was blocked, and Miller ends up with it. He goes up, and Massey blocks it. Pierce with the loose ball. Still has it. Kicks down in corner to Massey. Boy, it looks like he really wants to with the ball tonight, doesn't it?
Very aggressive on offense.
And it's going to be a double dribble call that time on Massey. He thought when they slapped it out of his hands that he could go again. He did not make contact with the floor. Ford inbounds to Boone. Boone to Foster. Foster on a drive, goes in and puts it up against Massey. He does not score, but I tell you what, he took it in, didn't he?
He sure did. He took it right in there and laid it up high off that board.
Got a foul on the Gideon Bulldogs that time. It's going to be on Luke Stafford. It's going to be his first. Gideon's fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls in this first period. Pierce with the ball. Gives the ball to Massey. Massey to Doug Johnson for 3, scores it.
Oh, Doug Johnson's on track. If he's on track, it's going to be tough now. He's a pure shooter, nice shooter.
We talked to Doug before the game. They said he'd really been practicing on that 3-point shot. He's really been having trouble lately. He's down in the corner again for second, scores it.
2 in a row.
Yep. They said yesterday, I think he hit 6 in a row just in a run like that. 14-5, very quickly. Goes from 8-5 to 14-5. 2 trips down the floor by Doug Johnson. Stafford inside, puts it up and in. Nice pass, nice strong move by Luke Stafford. Deal with the ball, kicks it to Massey. Massey inside to Trover. Trover outside to Johnson. He thought about it.
Yes, he did.
Pulled it back, gives it to Pierce. I tell you what, if Doug Johnson gets on, here he goes for another 3, no good. Ball to Pierce. Pierce puts it up, scores it. If he gets on with that 3-pointer, and Silas Dill the way he shoots, and then you get Massey the way he plays, I want to tell you, Bernie's going to give anybody fits anywhere, anytime.
They sure are.
Ball turned over that time by the Gideon Bulldogs. In for the Bernie Mules. Preston Owens is out. Out is Tyler Trover. Pierce with the ball, 16-7 with 2:50 to go in this first period. Glad you've joined us on Channel 21. Johnson with the ball. Ball tipped out of bounds, and that time last touch by Pierce. The Bernie Mules, good call.
I think it was. It looked good. Looked like the right call from over here.
Gideon guy slapped it, but it went, touched the ball, but it went off Pierce's hands. Bernie in that 2-2-1 zone press. Foster gets around it, goes in, gets the ball to Boone. Boone puts it up from outside, in and out. Will not go. Ball tipped out to Dill. Dill gets it to Johnson. Johnson goes in, puts it up, scores it.
Well, that was a nice move. Johnson in kind of did a little stutter step and let that boy go by him and laid it up on there.
And it's a nice pass also by Dill down to hit the open man. With timeout on the floor with 2:25 to go in the first period, it's Bernie 18, Gideon 7. We'll be right back. The next time you need a metal building, call Roy Owens Construction at 276-3871. Roy Owens Construction has years of experience in metal buildings. Roy Owens Construction is located on Highway 25 North in Malden. Stop by their office today to make your plans for your next metal building. That is Roy Owens Construction Company in Malden.
Well, the game started out just a little slow, but boy, the 2 trips down the floor, Doug Johnson drained 2 threes, and that stuck it out there pretty good. Then he hit a 2-pointer. As Bill said, if you get Johnson and Dill hot from the outside, and that's going to open that middle up, and Massey will work on you in there. Yep. You know that. Bernie Mule's going to contend with about anybody.
Yep. Well, you had Massey got the first 8 points for Bernie, and then you had Jevin Pierce with 2. Now the last 8 points are scored by Doug Johnson, 2 threes in the layup.
Right.
And just look, very, very good.
Yeah, they're just looking, and Gideon's looking better tonight.
Yep. Dill hasn't taken a shot yet tonight. Jevin Pierce has taken 1 shot and scored it. Doug Johnson has put up 3 threes, or 3 attempts at a 3, and he's made 2 of those.
Right.
Foster with the ball to Stafford. Stafford from the corner for 3. Will not go. A long rebound out to Doug Johnson. Johnson with the ball for the Mules as he crosses the timeline. Gives the ball to Pierce. Pierce to Owens. Owens played some very valuable minutes the other night against the Dexter Bearcats. Pierce tried to hit Massey on a break underneath. The ball tipped out of bounds, or off of, I guess, Bernie, as Gideon will control. 1:54 to go in the period. Horde throws to Foster. Foster's getting down that sideline against the press. That's unusual. That's generally they like to trap there and force him back in the middle. They're just a little too quick for him right now.
I think so.
Nice ball handling by Jared Foster. Foster to Stafford. Stafford still with the ball, puts it up off the backboard, will not go. Rebound, Boone puts it up, scores it, and he's going to go to the line to try to convert on the three-point play. Jordan Boone with 5 in the quarter. Foul that time is going to be on. They call that on 34, Jevin Pierce.
34.
That's his third. Tyler Trover in, Silas still out. Also in for Gideon is Shane Depro. Out is Luke Stafford. Also in for Bernie is number 12, Adam Pulliam. Out is Jevin Pierce.
I don't believe Depro played when they played up at Bernie or up at Bloomfield.
Shot put up by Boone, will not go. See, ever since I've talked about this is a textbook free throw, he's missed both of them now. Sorry about that, Jordan. Ball down in the corner to Doug Johnson. Puts up a three, will not go. Horde with the rebound, 18-9. Ball passed down to Miller, and off his fingertips out of bounds. It's 18-9. Bernie on top with 1:17 to go in this first period. Preston Owens to inbound for the Bernie Mules. Trover still with the ball. Screen and roll that time. Nice play. That's the way you draw them up.
It is.
Nice screen, and old Marcus Massey set the screen and rode to the bucket, and Trover gave him the pass as both guys were on him, and he just put it up. Nice move that time by Boone, but would not go. Rebound by Trover. We're under a minute to go in this first period. Ball given to Pulliam. He gets the ball down in the corner to Trover, and Horde is going to be called for a holding foul. Dustin Horton with his first. Each team now with 5 fouls. Bernie will inbound under their own basket. We're about to show some guys here at Gideon how you go up and down the bleachers, I guess. I guess they don't know how.
You know, Gideon's got some nice new bleachers here. Looks like he wouldn't want them stomping on them.
Well, they're probably seniors. They're going to be out in a year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Boone with a basketball. Gives the ball out front to Miller. Miller to Foster. Foster gives the ball to Depro from the free throw line. Gets it back out to Foster. Miller's going to put up a three. Scores it.
Nice shot by Miller. Left him open out there, and he drained it.
20-12 with 10 seconds to go in the period. Trover with the basketball. Gives the ball to Doug Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. Gives it back to Trover. Trover's going to put up a three. Scores it.
Oh, I like that.
Tyler Trover.
Oh, he's a hard-nosed player.
Yes, he is.
Hit that. Good shot.
At the end of the first period, it's the Bernie Mules 23, the Gideon Bulldogs 12. We'll be back in just a moment. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malta Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Well, that was a nice first quarter. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well. Gideon's looking a lot better than they did at Bloomfield, and they're playing against a very tough defense in the Bernie Mules. And the Bernie Mules is working some plays down here, rolling to the basket. Doug Johnson's banging them from the outside. Tyler Trover hits that three at the buzzer. And like I say, I think Marcus Massey had the first 7 or 8 points for him. So it's just a nice, well-played game so far.
Yep. Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden is your one-stop center for all your chemicals. Stokes Mayberry also does custom fertilizer applications. For all your cotton, soybean, and corn seed, stop by or call Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden at 276-2226. That's Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden. This way the scoring went in the first period for the Bernie Mules. Doug Johnson with 8. He has 1 foul. Tyler Trover with 3 with 1 foul. Jevin Pierce 2 with 3 fouls. Marcus Massey 10, and he has no fouls. For the Gideon Bulldogs, Travis Miller with 3. He has no fouls. Jared Foster 2 points, both of them free throws, and he has 1 foul. Jordan Boone with 5 points, and he has no fouls. Luke Stafford with 2 points. He has 1 foul. Also with 1 foul is Dustin Horde. He did not score in that period. Both teams with 5 fouls. Just underway in the second period. Bernie on top, 23-12. Foster with the ball. He's guarded by Jake Welch. Jake Welch, a freshman, coming in to play quarter 2 here in the varsity game. Depro with the move on the bucket. He's going to score. Nice move that time by Shane Depro, and he's going to – somebody fouled him. Oh, they're going to call the foul on the floor, I believe.
Foul on the floor.
Foul at time is on Marcus Massey, his first. So no basket. Boone from outside for 3. Scores it.
Tell you what, Boone can shoot that 3 too, and he can take it by you. He's a nice player.
He's an all-around player. Here's Silas Steele for his first shot of the game. No good. Rebound in there by Boone. Boone's got it. Looks clear down the floor. We got a snowbird in Miller. He puts it up. No good, but Depro there to get the rebound. Put it up. No good. He gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Ball slapped out of bounds. Gideon will control under their own basket. 23-15. This game's picked up in speed and intensity.
I thought Gideon had him a snowbird then. I thought he was going to put it up in the end, but Big Massey got back.
Massey got back. Ball kicked out front and over the timeline, which they can do that on an inbounds pass. Boone saved it, gets it to Foster. Foster tried to hit Depro with it. Ball kicked out of bounds by the Bernie Mules. Ball thrown into Jordan Boone. The ball tipped away. Trover comes away with it. Trover's going to stop and pop for 3. No good. Rebound that time by Boone. Boone has it. Looks down the floor again. It hits Miller. Miller from the side gets the ball to Horde. Horde goes in, puts it up, scores it.
Oh, nice move. Horde took that thing right in there. Nice move. Tell you what, Bill, this ball game's tightening up.
It's really tightening up. We're going to have a blocking foul that time called on Travis Miller. Each team now with 6 fouls. Silas Dill to inbound for the Bernie Mules.
Silas been a little quiet tonight on offense.
Yes,
played a good
has.
defensive game.
Massey with the ball. Working against Boone. Kicks the ball to Dill. Dill's going to drive the baseline. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Boone. Boone hits a snowbirding Miller down the floor. He puts it up. No good. Ball tipped up. Good. Ball tipped up by Foster. Dill inside real quick with the ball, puts it up and scores it.
Nice move, Silas.
Silas Dill with his first 2 of the night. 25-19, 6:20 to go. Ball kicked out of bounds by the Mules. Gideon will retain possession. Coming in for Bernie will be Owens. Going out will be Doug Johnson.
You know, when the Bernie Mules put these 2 freshmen in, Owens and Welch, they don't lose too much. These young men are fine players.
Yes, they are. Jake Owens and Jake Welch. Then you got Jake Smith. So
right.
on that, those guys are freshmen, and if your name's Jake, you're a player for Bernie.
That's right.
What a nice drive that time
nice
by
move.
Miller as he goes in against the big guys, puts it up and in. 25-21, 5 minutes to go in this first half. Welch with the ball. Nice spin move. Goes in, puts it up. He's going to be fouled by number 12. Travis Miller, and that's going to be his 3rd if it's on Miller.
Tell you what, these Gideon Bulldogs, you know, they may look at Bernie's record and say, you know, they got a pretty good record. They beat Dexter the other night, but you come in our place, we're going to play you pretty tough. And right now they are. They pull back within 4 points.
Yep. Jake Welch to the line to shoot 2. First one up, scores it. Now this young man here is gaining confidence every game. He's starting to shoot the ball. He handles the ball extremely well, passes very well, and the coach is wanting him to shoot it because he's a great shooter. And you can see the confidence just starting to come around him. Going out is Depro, coming in as Stafford. Depro gets a big hand. There's a couple guys that have left the team at Bernie this week, and Depro has stepped up, and the fans appreciate it. That's good to see.
That's exactly right, Bill. I tell you what, I'm impressed with Gideon. Gideon's playing very good basketball right now. And they're back within 6 points of this nice Bernie team, and this thing could heat up a little more.
But with timeout on the floor, with 5:59 to go in the second half, or second period, it's Bernie 27, Gideon 21. We'll be right back. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Well, as you said, Gideon lost a couple players this week for what we don't know, none of our concern. But Depro come in there, got a good hand from the crowd. He got in, played some good minutes, and got a couple good rebounds, took up some space in there. And I tell you what, the Gideon Bulldogs are come to play tonight.
One of the fans just hollered out half-court trap, and that's what it is, a 1-2-2 trap.
Exactly.
Ford
right.
with the ball. Works against Massey. Massey blocks it. Ball to Welch. Welch is going to be fouled at time by Foster as he reached in on him. That's his second foul. To the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jake Welch for the Bernie Mules. Welch just came from the line, making 2 for 2. Now he gets the 1+.
Tell you what, that Marcus Massey knows how to block a shot. He times it just right, tips it over to either one of his teammates or keeps it in play. He don't swat it out of bounds where it goes right back to the team.
That's the secret, when you can block a shot, not foul, and keep the ball in bounds. Welch misses that time. A snowbird again, down to Miller. Boy, he has done that all night long. Misses the layup. Massey with the rebound. Welch quickly with the ball down the floor. Gets the ball over to Dill. Dill does a spin move, working on a Horde. Gets the ball to Trover. Trover to Massey. Massey constantly in motion. Dill driving the baseline. Kicks the ball back. Tries to get it back to Massey. Jake Welch has it. Goes inside. Kicks over to Trover. Trover's going to go up. Scores it.
Scores it. Look at another snowbird down here.
Yep.
Bernie Mules got back that time. Don't cut it off.
Well, I guarantee you halftime Coach Botch will get that stopped.
Sure.
Nice reverse that time by Dustin Horde. His second bucket of the quarter and 4 in the game. 29-23. Gideon just hanging in there now. Welch with the ball. Spin move, stops, puts one up from 10. No good. Rebound tipped around. Stafford with the ball. Gets the ball to Horde inside. Horde with a spin move, puts it up. In and out. Rebounded by Welch. Bernie on the move. Pass down to Trover on the run. Trover puts it up. Going to be fouled. Going to be fouled. Foul that time is going to be on Foster. It's going to be his third. The two guards, Miller and Foster, both have 3, Tommy. Trover to the line. He has 5 on the night. He's going to be shooting 2. His first shot is up. Scores it. Jake Smith in for the Bernie Mules. Doug Johnson in. Going out is Marcus Massey and Jake Owens. Tell you, Coach Botch is not afraid to play his freshmen, is he?
Sure not.
Trover's second one up. Scores it. Also ins Preston Owens. Out is Tyler Trover. Bernie's going to go with a 1-2-2. Looks like a 3-quarter trap now.
Yeah, it does.
As the ball gets close, what Dill is supposed to do is force them to one side or the other and then go to the ball. The ball tipped around and Welch with the ball. Puts it up, scores it.
That's what happens right there.
Yep.
Stole it again.
Stole it again. Doug Johnson for 3. Will not go. Gideon with a rebound. They're down by 10 as quickly Bernie jumps up 33-23. Ball to Miller. He's going to drive. Nice bounce pass to Stafford. Puts it up and in.
Very nice.
Nice assist that time by Miller to Stafford. Stafford finished it with the shot. Welch with the ball. He's at the top of the key. Puts up three. Well, bounced around. Thought it was going to go there for a minute. We've got a foul on Jake Smith as he's going to be on the back of Jordan Boone. Smith's first foul. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jordan Boone. He's 1 for 3 from there tonight. He has 8 points in the game. Jacob Depro is checking in for the Gideon Bulldogs. Out is Miller. Boone's shot is up. He'll now get the bonus. Boone's bonus shot up, scores it. Now 3 for 5 from the line. 33-27, Tommy. 3:45 to go.
You watch, this game's tightening up. Both teams playing good. I'm really surprised how much harder Gideon's playing.
Silas still had time on a baseline call for walking. Coming in for the Gideon Bulldogs will be Shane Depro and Terry Clay. Going out is Stafford. I couldn't see who the other one was that went out. Oh, here he goes, Horde.
Horde, yeah.
No wonder I couldn't see him just now going out. Bernie's brought that press down to about 3/4 now. Welch is the point man. We're going to have a blocking foul on Doug Johnson. He didn't get there in time.
No, he didn't. He had the right idea, but he was just a little bit slow.
Yep. 33-27, 3:33 to go in this second period. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jared Foster. Shot is up and good. He gets the bonus. Foster with 5 now. He's 3 for 3 from the line.
Yeah, hit pretty good from the line.
Next one up, good. 33-29, 4-point lead with 3.5 to go in this first half. Welch with the ball. Gets the ball to Massey. Massey's going to drive against Boone. We're going to have a holding foul on Jordan Boone. It's going to be his first. To the line to shoot 2 is going to be Marcus Massey. He's not scored in this quarter. He has 10 in the first period. He hadn't touched the ball a lot in the second period.
Sure hadn't.
First period, he handled it, seemed like every time down the floor. In and out. Marcus Massey's second shot up, scores it. 34-29. Jacob Depro with the ball. Gets the ball back to Boone. Ball intercepted that time by Trover, and a nice move that time by the freshman, Jake Welch. There's a good pass from Trover. 36-29. Every time Gideon makes a run, Bernie gets the back-to-back buckets and pulls it back out for a little breather. Look at Depro drive inside against the big boy. He wasn't afraid, was he?
No, he sure wasn't. Took it right to him.
Jacob Depro, a 5'8 sophomore, plays on the JV team.
And normally that'll happen when you take it to Marcus Massey, too. You better be careful. He'll swat it out of there.
Shane Depro to inbound, gives the ball to the other Depro, and that's Jacob Depro to Boone. Boone at the top of the key, gives the ball over to Foster. Foster to Clay. Clay inside to Depro. Depro back to Clay. Clay goes in, puts it up. Ball's going to be blocked by Massey, but a foul going to be called on Jake Smith, his second. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Terry Clay. A lot of fouls this first half.
Well, there sure have been.
Clay's first shot up, he scores it. Coming in for the Bernie Mules, Silas Dill. Going out is Jake Smith. Smith is a 6'3" freshman. Boy, has a lot of poise, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Clay's second shot up, short. Deal with the rebound. Gives the ball to Trover. Trover gives the ball to Welch. Inside to Marcus Massey. He squares up against Boone and then passes the ball back out to Johnson. Down to 2:20 to go in this second period. Massey again squares up. He's going to just put up a shot from 14, scores it. Marcus Massey with his first field goal of the second half. He now has 13 in the game. Deal with the steal. Gives the ball to Trover. Trover along the side. Puts it up and scores it. And he's going to go to the line to try to convert on a three-point play.
You know, Gideon will pull this thing back 4 to 6 points, and all of a sudden Bernie will make a spurt, and they kicked it out now to 10.
Well, the press created that turnover,
Sure
good passing, and then a good drive by Trover. Trover now has 7 in the game, chance to make it 8. You know, he played a very key role in that fourth period comeback against the Dexter Bearcats. Trover did.
They sure did.
41-30. We called his name a lot in that fourth period. Depro with the ball. He's going to drive the length of the floor and puts it up. Dill with a block, and Dill has jammed a finger against the board. Johnson on the run to Dill. Dill puts it up, scores it. Dill with 4 in the period and 4 in the game. 43-30, just that fast. It went from 4 to 13, Tommy.
Sure did. Tell you, that press bothered Gideon now.
A little half-court trap. They're starting to, the pressure is starting to wear on them just a little bit. With 1:40 to go, ball turned over to the Mules. Trover has it. He's going to play point guard. Going out front. He's going against Clay. Gideon still in the man-to-man. Clay takes the ball away, slaps it out of Trover's hands, and goes and retrieves it. Nice defensive work that time by Terry Clay. Clay with the ball. Gets down in the corner to Depro. Depro into Shane Depro. Shane Depro with a nice move, puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around, and Jake Welch comes down with it. 1:10 to go. The ball to Dill. Dill stops and pops for 3. Will not go. Ball rebounded by Trover.
Oh, got a technical foul on number 40. I believe it went by and get a little unnecessary kick to Silas Dill when he was down.
Technical call on number 40. Shane Depro.
This game been going very well. Both teams been playing real hard. Been a nice game.
Okay, I think what we've got, if I'm not wrong, well, I'm going to have to hold off. They're calling a foul on Terry Clay. It's going to be his second. And I think Trover's going to get to shoot the free throws, and then they're going to get to shoot. They're going to shoot 2 free throws here. Trover's first one up will not go. And again, we're not trying to get ahead of anybody, but I think what's going to happen, then Bernie will get 2 technical shots, then he'll get the ball out of bounds. Second shot up is good. Trover now 4 for 5 from the line. Doug Johnson will go to the line to shoot the technicals. He scores the first one. That's going to open this game up quite a bit, especially if Bernie gets the ball and scores. Doug Johnson's next shot up and in. 46-30. Bernie with the ball. They're up by 16 with 1:05 to go in the first half. Ball kicked back to Massey. Massey to Trover. Trover still with the ball. Kicks inside to Massey. Massey does a pump fake, goes up and has a ball blocked, goes back up and gets it. Marcus Massey never quit that time.
Well, he sure didn't.
He has 15 in the game, 48-30. 40 seconds to go for first half. Foster with the ball. Gets over to Depro. Down in the corner to Boone. Boone for 3. No good. Ball rebounded long to Terry Clay. Clay back inside. Puts it up. Ball slapped out there by Silas Dill. And he got the loose ball and then a foul that time. Foul is going to be on Depro. It's going to be his second. Dill to the line to shoot 2. .32 seconds to go, Tommy, and this game just all of a sudden has just exploded out. It was 33-29 at one point. Right. Now it's 49-30. Dill's first shot is up and good. So Bernie right now on a 16-1 run.
Yeah.
Second one up short. We've got a violation, lane violation, as the shooter went across the line before he hit the rim. So ball turned over to the Gideon Bulldogs. Dill goes out. Coming in is Jake Owens. Toward the inbound. Gives it to Jacob Depro. Depro with the ball. Goes right down the middle. Gives the ball over to Horde. The Horde off his fingertips. Boone picks up the loose ball. Boone throws over to Clay. Clay inside to Horde. Horde underneath the basket. Going to go up with it, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Jake Owens, his first. To the line to shoot 2 will be Dustin Horde. He has 4 in the game. Has not been to the free throw line yet. Got to tell me, this game was just back and forth. Like you said, Gideon would get within 3, 4, 5 points, and all of a sudden Bernie would get it up to 10 and back down to 3 or 4. Now Gideon has her work cut out for him.
Yeah, they're going to have to really claw to get back in this thing now.
Horton's first shot up, he scores it. Next shot up, no good, rebounded by Trover. Trover gives to Welch. Welch drives in, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Blocking foul is going to be on Terry Clay. It's going to be his third. Welch to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 3 from the line tonight. He has 6 in the game thus far. His first shot up, he scores it. Second one up, scores it. Foster with the ball. Nice cutoff that time by Johnson. The horn goes off to end the first half as the Bernie Mules on top of the Gideon Bulldogs, 51-30. We'll be back in just a minute to talk to Tommy about how the first half went. Los Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Malden has the best Mexican food in the Boot Hill. Their fast, friendly service will always keep you smiling. Bottomless drinks never leave you thirsting. Lunch specials every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also new at Los Brisas is a new drive-through window. You can call ahead and your food will be waiting for you. Call 276-6666, or better yet, visit the friendliest dining atmosphere and best food in the Boot Hill, open 7 days a week. That's Los Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant on Business 25 in Malden. Del Gustavo and the gang, you heard about it them on Channel 21. Well, Tommy, what did you think?
Well, for about the first quarter and a half, it was a very nice game. You know, it was just back and forth. Bernie'd run out there, and here'd come Gideon, get within 4, 5, 6, stay right in there, play good ball, and then Bernie'd come down, run it out to about 7 or 8, and back in they'd come. But then all of a sudden, Bernie made a little run this thing out to 20. You know, Gideon was playing very good ball, and it kind of lost their composure a little bit. Maybe they'll regroup this half and make a ball game out of this. But you can't give this Bernie Mules much because they'll take it now, because they're a fine team. And Doug Johnson had a nice first half. Marcus Massey had a good first half. And Tyler Trover had a good first half. I tell you what, this Tyler Trover just impresses me. He just gets out there and plays extremely hard. And as we heard a guy say one time, and this is nothing bad, this is a compliment, he's just a garbage player. Anything out there, he's going to go after it, and he's going to get it. And he could play on my team anytime.
Sure. Tommy, we'll be right back in just a minute with stats on the first half. Or I tell you what, keep talking. I'm 2 points off here for the Bernie Mules, and I don't know where I know where I missed it right here with Marcus Massey. But go on ahead, because I don't have Gideon figured up.
Well, like I say, Gideon played real good for a quarter and a half, and I think the coach will make some adjustments. Maybe they'll come back and make this a very interesting game. And the Bernie Mules always. The Bernie Mules are going to come at you. They're going to play hard. They're going to do their best. And they're very well coached, and they're just a nice team. And I see Clark's assistant coach here, Tyler Miller. He must be here getting a look at the Bernie Mules. I'm sure he's watched the Gideon Bulldogs a couple times, but I think Clarkton and Bernie will probably hook up later in the year. I know they did last year up at Bernie. It was a very, very good game. So Clarkston's got a nice team this season. I think they've only been beaten one time, and that was by the Malden Green Wave. And they've got a very nice team. And I'd be a good game between Clarkton and
we have that game on TV, Tommy. That will be on Friday, February the 23rd, Bernie and Clarkton, and that's right before the district tournament.
That'll be a great game.
I thought that you'd like to hear that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, let's see how the scoring went in the first half for the Bernie Mules. They have 51 points. Jake Welch plays the second quarter. He has 8 points. He's 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Silas Dill with 5 points. Doug Johnson with 10. Tyler Trover with 11. Jevin Pierce with 2. Marcus Massey with 15. Foul-wise, Jake Smith with 2. Marcus Massey with 1. Jake Owens with 1. Jevin Pierce with 3. Tyler Trover with 1. Doug Johnson with 2. For the Gideon Bulldogs, Terry Clay has 1. Travis Miller has 5. Jared Foster has 6. Dustin Horrid has 5. Jordan Boone has 10. Luke Stafford has 4 for a total of 31 for the Gideon Bulldogs. Bernie scored 23 in the first period. They scored 28 in the second period. So they've got it going, got that little run game going. Plus they shot a lot of free throws. Gideon, on the other hand, had 12 in the first period, and they had 19 in the second period for a total of 31 points. Anything else, Tommy?
No, it was just a pretty good first half to watch. Both teams are doing their best, and I think Gideon will make a few adjustments, and they're going to have to, because this Bernie Mules they'll make some adjustments, and they'll come back a better team than they did the first half. And so it's just going to be a interesting second half.
Well, stay tuned, and we'll have the second half tip-off for you in just a moment.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Well, Tommy, we're getting ready to start the second half, and Gideon Bulldogs are just now coming out on the floor.
I tell you, I think they probably had a pretty good powwow at halftime, and Josh Campbell's a nice young coach, and he's going to, if he's given a chance, him and Joey Kirkper, and they'll put a nice team together. They're down a little bit this year, but they probably had a good talk with their team and told them, to hold their composure.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data. Well, don't forget about Jim Brees. He also assistant coach on that team. And again, when you're having, you're 3-10. I've been there. I take it back, and there was 3-10. I was 1-10 and 1-12 and 1-20 as a coach. You get frustrated, and it seems like this call and that call, and just one thing leads to another, and it just starts mounting on you.
That's right.
And Gideon's really played hard tonight. I've been very impressed. Like you said, the first quarter and a half, they're in the ball game down 4, and then all of a sudden the score's 33-29, and the next thing you know, Bernie has 18 points. Gideon has 2, and that 16-point spread there gives Bernie Mules a 20-point lead. Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden is your one-stop center for all your chemicals. Stokes Mayberry also does custom fertilizer applications. For all your cotton, soybean, and corn seed, stop by or call Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden at 276-2226. at Stokes Mayberry Gin and Grain Elevator in Malden. But again, this is the strategy. And again, I don't mean to be coaching for Gideon or Bernie or anybody else. If I'm Gideon, I'm going to try to go out and say, okay, guys, now look, we've dug ourselves a hole. Let's see if we can't get this thing down to 10 points at the end of this quarter. It means we're going to have to outscore them 10. Now, to do that, we're going to have to take good shots and make sure we play good defense like we were playing. No silly fouls. We got too many guys in foul trouble. Our bench is very short tonight. So let's just go see what we can do. Bernie's in a weave because Gideon's in a man-to-man. Dill gives the ball down to Massey. Now, here's a guy right there that's tough. Dill's going to drive. He's with the ball. Kicks it over to Trover, down to Johnson in the corner. Again, Gideon has got the defense going. No need to overact. Dill's trying to drive the baseline, and the ball is going to be off of his fingertips, out of bounds. Ball goes over to Gideon. So there's a turnover right there in the first 26 seconds. Now Gideon needs to go score.
Sure did. Gideon played some real nice defense up there.
And then there's an unforced turnover right there as Miller tries to hit Horde. And he's aggravated himself because Horde had his back to him, and you could say, well, Horde should be looking, but on the other hand, that's high school basketball.
Sure, that's right.
Pierce with the ball. Gives to Dill. Dill goes over to gives to Trover. Just a little simple weave out front, trying to go one-on-one. Trover's going to drive, puts it up, scores it. Tyler Trover has that fourth quarter of that Dexter game, and we didn't get to see the Neelyville game, but buddy, he has stepped it up here again tonight. He's playing a great game. Foster with the ball, and like you said a while ago, we were talking about, he just hangs around, picks up the junk. We're not talking bad about it. Look at there. Steele puts it up off the rim. Boone with the rebound. The ball slapped out to saved by Trover out of bounds, and then off Boone's fingertips. Bernie will get possession of the ball. .6:45 to go in this third period. Bernie on top by 22. Trover with the ball, post up. He's going to drive. Stops. Tries to hit Pierce inside. The ball tipped out of bounds by the Gideon Bulldogs. I don't think the Bernie Mules fans or the Gideon Bulldog fans would enjoy me saying the Bernie Bulldogs.
Just doesn't fit.
The old tongue gets tied up here every now and then, folks. Just bear with us. Massey with the drive, and he's going to be tied up there. Nice defensive play that time by Travis Miller. The ball will be turned over on the alternate possession to the Gideon Bulldogs. Miller with the ball. He passes over to Foster. Foster's in the corner with it, gets it to Boone. Boone across the timeline, heads toward the center of the court, stops from the free throw line, puts up 15-footer, scores it.
Tell you what, you don't stay on Boone now, he'll fill it up.
He is just a great shooter. He knows the game.
Sure does.
Watch him against Massey there. He gets behind him, and we're going to have a blocking foul called that time on Boone. I was going to say, watch him if he's in the camera. If the ball's put up by somebody else, watch him block Massey out.
That's right. There's two good players going at each other.
Oh, yes.
And two fine players.
Both of them about the same size.
Sure.
Boone's a year younger. Massey the trigger to Trover. He puts it up. Ball's going to be blocking foul that time called on Luke Stafford. Going to line to shoot two will be Tyler Trover. Trover has 13 in the game.
Tell you what, he's had a nice game. He's quick. You don't realize how quick he is, but he's quick and he goes to that ball.
He's deceivingly quick.
He sure is.
What he is, Tommy, he's a smart player.
Yes, he is.
So therefore, he has a step on somebody else who's going to think about it. He already knows what he's going to do. He reacts and does very well. Stafford goes out, and coming in for him is Terry Clay. Stafford with 2 fouls. Trover now is, I'll wait after he shoots his free throw. Well, we've got a timeout on the floor. I don't know what the call was there, but no harm there.
No.
Trover's shot in and out. Rebounded by Dill. Dill puts up a shot from 6, no good. Rebounded in there almost by Trover. Ball rebounded by Massey, puts it up, scores it. Massey off balance, still got it to go down. 56-33. We've got a blocking foul that time going to be called on Doug Johnson, number 24, his third. Bernie's second in this half. Horde to inbound the ball. Gives to Jordan, back to Horde. Ball to Miller. He's going to drive against Massey. Tries to hit Horde inside off his knee, but gets it back. Going to have a reach-in foul that time by Jevin Pierce. That's Pierce's fourth foul. Third foul this half on the Bernie Mules, or second foul, on the Bernie Mules. Each team with two. Pierce and Dill out. Jake Owens and Jake Welch in, the two freshmen. Clay to inbound, gives in the corner to Horde. Horde's looking inside for Boone, can't find him. Horde's going to drive through the lane, gives the ball to Clay. He goes inside the lane, puts it up on a reverse, no good. Rebound by Massey. Massey quickly to Trover. Trover down the floor, looking for someone to give to. Down over in the corner to Owens. Owens to Johnson. Johnson's driving, pulls it back out. Bernie will reset their offense. Jake Owens with the ball to Johnson. To Massey. Massey's going to drive. Goes in, puts it up. Ball going to be blocking foul called that time on Jordan Boone. It's going to be his third. Massey will go to the line to shoot two. Massey was 17 on the night.
I think they called that foul on number 3.
Oh, did they?
On Clay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I thought they called it. I didn't see him get up, but he was down there.
It's Terry Clay's fourth. Massey's first free throw up and good. He has 18 on the night. What I was going to say about Trover a while ago, Trover is 6 for 8 from the line tonight. Massey is 5 for 6. Ball passed out of bounds by Miller over the head of Jordan Boone. Turnover on the Gideon Bulldogs with 4:54 to go in the first half. 58-33, Tommy.
They just keep spreading it out a little bit. This Bernie Mules team now, they'll get you in a hurry and get you down. It's hard to get up.
Yep. Welch with the ball. Gives out to Doug Johnson. Johnson's going to drive the baseline, and he's going to step out of bounds. Ball turned over to the Gideon Bulldogs. Good defense that time as they stopped Johnson along the baseline. Tommy, it's one thing that has really changed since you and I played. The ball players today use that baseline where we were told to block the baseline off, cut them to the inside to get help. And that part of the game has really changed. I mean, a lot of other things have too. The quickness, the way they jump, the way they can handle the ball today. A lot of things have changed. Boone in the corner for three, puts it up, no good. Look at Miller get that rebound position, but the ball goes to Massey. Massey quickly down to Trover to Johnson.
Johnson thought about cocking that three.
He goes inside, puts one off the board.
Move.
Very nice move, very quick. He went up very quick that time. Johnson with 12 in the game. Boone with the ball. Gives it to Horde going down the center, gives to Clay. Clay up and blocked by Massey. How many times have you said he knows how to time his jump, and very seldom does he get a foul? Doug Johnson out, Preston Owens in for the Bernie Mules.
Whether you're interested in a college degree or career training, Three Rivers Community College is a great place to start. Classes at TRCC can help you advance in your present job or start a whole new career. Convenient classes mean you don't have to give up your present job, and TRCC will help you find financial aid. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
I just like to watch Marcus Massey play. He just knows the game. He plays the game, stays under control. You don't see him lose his head.
They say he's a great baseball player, too, a wonderful pitcher. So hopefully we get out to see a baseball game this year. Jake Welch with the ball being hounded in there by the Gideon Bulldogs, but you notice what he did. He just kept his head and kept going with it. He gives the ball to Jake Owens to Massey. Massey in the corner to Trover. Trover's going to drive. Gets the ball out to Preston Owens. Preston Owens to Massey. Massey inside to Trover. Trover along the baseline. Puts it up. Will not go. Rebound that time. Fought far. We got a jump ball. The ball will stay with the Bernie Mules on the alternate possession. Jake Smith in for the Bernie Mules. Coming out will be Marcus Massey. Massey didn't want to come out.
I don't think
so. Coach, put me back in that game. I feel it. That's a player that you like. I don't want to come out.
Right.
Trover for three, no good. Off of Boone's hands, rebounded in there by Welch. He puts it up, will not go. Ball rebounded on the floor that time by the Bulldogs. As Horde comes out with it, kicks it over to Boone. Boone gives it to Foster. Down in the corner to Miller. Miller's going to drive. He puts it up, scores it.
Oh, nice move. Nice drive.
Well, we had a good view of that, didn't we not?
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
3 minutes to go in this third period. 60-35, Bernie on top. Owens with the ball. It's Jake Owens to Jake Welch. Nice spin move. Boy, I tell you what, Miller is on him, but Welch is just out-handling him. Look at
what
it.
a move.
He goes up against, put no good. Trover with the rebound, puts it up, and we're going to have a foul.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't some pretty move right there. Done everything. The only way it could have been better if it had went in, but he looked nice handling that ball.
Well, the thing about it, Miller was playing great defense.
He sure was.
And Welch was just going one-on-one with him, and it was fun to watch that. Boone with his third foul. Trover's first free throw up and in. Harry Kendrick's our cameraman tonight. Second free throw put up, will not go. Boone with a rebound. Has the ball, gives it to Foster. Down in the corner to Miller. Miller has the pass taken away, and Jake Welch on the fly receives a pass from Jake Owens. The ball tried to pass inside, taken away by the Gideon Bulldogs. Picked back up on the floor by Tyler Trover. He's with the ball, gives it to Preston Owens, who tries to hit Jake Smith down underneath. Ball passed out of bounds. Owens thought well.
Sure did.
Good thinking.
Right.
Smith had just cut toward the basket, anticipating a shot, going to try to get in rebound position. Coach can't fault players for that.
Right, either one of them for that.
No. Of course, it's a lot easier when you're up 26 too.
Exactly.
Clay inside with a pass to Horde, back out to Foster to Miller. Miller thought about three, drives in, and we're going to have a holding foul against Jake Smith. It's going to be his third. Coming in for the Bernie Mules will be Marcus Massey, Jevin Pierce, going out Tyler Trover and Jake Owens.
Imagine Tyler Trover needs a rest. Boy, that young man has really got after it tonight.
He's played a great game.
Sure has.
Miller with the ball. Ball taken away by the Mules. Pierce has it. The Mules have the numbers. Pierce drives in with the ball, gives it to Welch. Welch gives back to Pierce, and we've got a 3-second violation called against the Bernie Mules. They all got in the center and stayed. Nobody put the ball up. Stafford in for Gideon. Coming out is Travis Miller. Miller took a shot in the back.
Yeah, he did. It looked like holding that back a little bit.
61-35. Mules on top with 1:45 to go in the third period. Clay with the ball. Down in the corner all by himself is Stafford. He gives the ball to Boone. Jake Smith with the rebound, has that tipped out of his hands. And Terry Clay picks the loose ball up, scores it. 61-37. 1:25 to go in the third period. Down in the corner to Preston Owens. He's going to drive with the ball. Tried to put it up. We're going to have a foul on Horde. It's going to be his second. Going to the line to shoot two is going to be Preston Owens. He's a 6-foot senior. You talk about a nice young man, Tommy. He really is.
I bet that's right.
He really is. He's a fine young man. Shot put up, will not go. Coming in for the Mules will be Doug Johnson, and also Silas Still. Going out is Jake Owens and Jake Smith. 2 freshmen are going to take a breather here. Owens' second shot up, scores it. Bernie's kept that press on, hadn't they?
Sure have. Worked very well, too.
Yep. Stafford with the ball to Boone. Boone kicks over to Foster. Foster to Clay. We've got a holding foul that time, pushing foul. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be against Silas Dill. That's his first. That's Bernie's fourth. Gideon has 5 fouls in this half. Stafford with the ball in the corner. He's going to drive. Has the ball taken away by the Mules. Massey with the ball. Owens now has it. Gets down in the corner to Dill. Dill back to Owens, and Owens is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Stafford. It's going to be his third. Gideon now with 6 fouls in this half, and next foul will send the Bernie Mules to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Massey with the ball. We're under a minute. He drives in, puts it up, will not go. We got a foul on Stafford. That's going to be his fourth. There in a matter of 5 seconds, picked up 2 fouls.
Yes, he did.
To the line to shoot 2 will be Marcus Massey.
Marcus been pretty good from the line tonight, too. He's been pretty good everywhere tonight.
Well, right now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 7. So I'd say he's pretty good.
I'd say the coach will like that.
Yes. He's got 20 points in the game thus far tonight, Tommy. Second one up, rolls around and falls in. 64-37, 45 seconds to go. Foster with the ball. Gives it to Horde. Horde to Boone. Down to 25 seconds to go. Boone still going one-on-one. Puts up a running jump shot. Will not go. Clay up high for the rebound. Nice rebound that time by Terry Clay. He was fouled when he put it back up.
Yeah, Terry Clay got in the air and got that ball that time.
Yes, he did. Foul is on Jevin Pierce. That's his 5th. Pierce fouls out of the game. Jake Welch back in his place. Pierce receives a nice hand from the Bernie Mules. He goes out of the game with 2 points, but played a great floor game and a lot of good defense.
Sure did.
Clay the line to shoot 2. First shot up, scores it. He has 4 on the night. 21 seconds to go in this third period, Tommy. Second one up, good. 64-39. Welch with the ball. Clay's on him. Welch goes right around him. Gives the ball underneath to Preston Owens. What a nice dish.
What a nice pass.
Nice assist. Preston Owens right there to make the bucket. Owens now with 3. Long one put up at the horn by Foster. Will not go at the end of the third period. It's the Bernie Mules 66, the Gideon Bulldogs 39. We'll be right back. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malta Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Well, the Bernie Mules really kicked it up that quarter. They applied that real good defense that they have, and really I think just kind of has worn Gideon down. And this Bernie Mules team will bring it to you, and they've had some weapons there tonight. Everybody's hitting pretty good. And of course, Marcus Massey got 20, 21 points already, and Devin Pierce playing very good. Johnson, all the boys from Bernie that's been in the game has contributed. They're playing a very nice game. Gideon got their dauber down just a little bit, but I tell you what, they played a real good first quarter and a half of this ball game, and they've just run up against a good Bernie team. And, But I tell you what, I believe Gideon looks better tonight than they did at Bloomfield. I think they're improving.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data. Who's that?
I believe, I'm sorry, Gideon's improving, I believe.
Okay, well, you said at Bloomfield. I was going to say I didn't see them play at Bloomfield.
Yeah, they
Gideon.
played Bloomfield.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
That's right.
I thought you meant playing in the Christmas card.
No.
Hello, come to the. I'll tell you what. I'm watching the game. I need to buy a ticket, don't I? We used to tell our players like, "Hey, if you're going to watch a game, buy a ticket. If not, get out there and play."
Yeah. They played Bloomfield at Bloomfield.
I remember that game now. Miller with the ball into Boone. Boone's going to go inside, has the ball slapped out by Silas Dill, picked back up by Clay. Boone moving in, puts it up, scores a nice power move that time by Jordan Boone. He has now 14 in the period. Dill with the ball. He's going to go against Boone, puts it up, scores it. Go on ahead, Tommy. Take it for a while.
Gideon's having a hard time getting the ball inside. They like to get it into Boone. They're looking in now, and they can't get it in. Miller carrying it around out front here, and they kicked it over to Horde. Horde looking in, kicked it over to Clay. Clay's had a nice ball game. Now they got it in Boone's hands, and he kicks it back over to number 20. Foster, I'm sorry, I called him Miller a while ago. He drives in, gives it over to Clay, takes it in. No good. Boone puts it back up, gets his own rebound, sticks it up and in. That was a nice play.
Nice play. Boone now with 16.
Bernie, Jake Welch bringing it down, looking around now, kicking it. Almost tuck it away. Silas Dale's got it. Kicks it over to Marcus Massey. Marcus looks at the three-point line and kicks it over here. Looks like kicks it over to Doug Johnson. Doug Johnson's back over to Silas. Silas into Massey, kicks it under. Jared Pierce puts it up. Oh, no good. It comes back down to Welch. Welch sticks it up. Falls off. Look at there. Look who got the ball.
Yeah, Trover.
Trover's always there around that ball. Stuck it up and in.
He's got 17 tonight, Tommy.
Sure has. He's played a nice game.
70-43 with 6:25 to go.
Foster walking the ball down, being picked up by Jake Welch. Jake turned him over to the double team, but they kicked it back over to Horde. Horde wanting to get it in, drives, looking underneath, kicks it back out. Trying to reset, kicks it over to Boone. Boone puts up a three-pointer. No good. Silas Dale up high for the rebound. Pass down. Kicks it over. What a pass over to Doug Johnson.
Play. What a nice, unselfish play.
It sure was. Trover just kicked that ball right over and he laid it up in there.
Johnson now with 14 on the night. Good to see him back in the scoring column.
Is.
Nice young man.
Miller kicks it in. The Horde puts it up and it's fouled. Might be fouled by Marcus Massey, maybe. I think the foul's going to be on Marcus. No, going to be on Silas Dale.
That's Dill's second foul.
Horde's a 5'11 junior. He'll be back for the Bulldogs next year. First shot up and no good. Horde's second shot. Falls off. Rebound. Boone puts it up. Blocked by Massey. Massey goes up and gets a rebound.
How many blocks has Massey had tonight?
He's had a bunch of them now.
And how many of them have gone out of bounds? Maybe two.
Maybe.
The rest of them have stayed in where Bernie could control the ball.
Silas Dale puts up a three-pointer. No good. Looks like it got Marcus Massey over the back.
It's Massey's second foul. Gideon will be in the 1-1. Oh, he's a ball player.
Really smart now. He really is. He knows the game. I like to watch that young man play. Looks like going to the line will be Jordan Boone. Jordan's a 6'3 junior. He'll be back again next year. Gideon's going to have a nice team next year. Boone's first shot up. No good. Silas comes down with a rebound. Kicks it over to Trover. Trover brings the ball down, kicks it to Marcus Massey. Out to Silas Dale. Dale drives in, has the ball taken away. Boone kicks the ball over to Miller. Up. Scores it. Nice shot. Young man took it right in there.
That was Jared Foster.
Jared Foster. I get him mixed up. Here comes Bernie back the other way and lays it up and in.
Who made the layup?
That would be Jared Pierce. Pierce.
Jevin fouled out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doug Johnson?
No, Tyler Trover. My Lord, what did I already know that? He'll be after me about that.
Well, I didn't see it, so it
was so quick.
It was so quick, that's right. Trover and Dill go out. In for the Mules is Jake Owens and Preston Owens.
Gideon working the ball around out front. Foster just about has the ball taken away. Horde picks it up. Horde kicks it over to Miller. Doug Johnson all over Miller. Back over to Foster. Foster dribbling around out front. Call a foul on Doug Johnson. Doug was playing him real tough defense. The referee thought he got a little bit close. Doug Johnson's had a nice game.
Oh, and I'm glad to see that for the young man. It's his fourth foul, but he has really gone on he started at Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. He just couldn't buy a basket, just barely missing it. Forward shot that time did not hit iron, so it goes out of bounds, turned over to the Mules.
Owens kicked it in. Kicks it in to Welch. Welch walking the ball down. Bernie in no hurry. Looks around, kicks it over to Owens. Preston Owens dribbles around. Looking for somebody, kicked it over to another Owens. Out to Marcus Massey, way out top. Marcus is going to work on him now. He puts the ball down, dribbles around, drives, kicked it back over to Welch. Knocked out of bounds by Gideon. Ball still will belong to the Mules. Doug Johnson's going to step out and kick it in for Bernie. Welch gets the ball, looks around, dribbles over the top of the key. Trying to double team him. He kicks it over. Doug Johnson wide open for three. Scores it. Doug Johnson hits a three.
That's his third three tonight, Tommy.
Tell you what, he's a fine shooter.
Yes, he is. And like I say, I don't mean to harp on it, but I'm glad to see you get that rhythm back and getting the confidence back.
That's right. Ford gets the ball underneath, drives in. Marcus Massey defensive, and here comes Welch. Welch with the ball around behind his back. Kicks it over. Doug Johnson for three again. Same spot. Off just a little. I believe we're going to have a foul on Jake Owens.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
I believe Terry Clay will be going to the line.
Terry Clay is 3 for 4 from the line tonight, Tommy.
I knew he had a pretty nice night tonight from the line. Looks like Marcus Massey's going to take a seat on the bench. Jake Welch. First shot up, good.
Bernie's up by 31, so the clock is running. Stafford into the game. For Bernie going out is Dustin Horde.
Dustin Horde's played pretty hard tonight.
He's played very hard tonight. You can't fault the effort by the Gideon Bulldogs. They played hard. They've just been outmanned. Bench is a lot stronger, a lot deeper on Bernie.
That's right. Second shot up, no good, but Clay steals the ball, kicks it back in. Very nice. Up and in by Travis Miller, and he is fouled.
Miller now with 9. We'll try to get all these players in for the Bernie Mules for you as soon as we get to who the foul was on. Well, they didn't show us who the foul was on. Well, it's on number 40 now. Going to be Jake Owens, his third.
Free throw up and no good. Jake Owens gets a rebound. Kicks it over to Stevens.
Stevens to Cluck.
Oh, the ball's going to stay with Bernie.
You got Adam Pullum, Nathan Tillman. You've got Quentin Stevens. You've got Jake Owens. And you've got Dustin Cluck in for the Bernie Mules.
Stevens puts up a three-pointer, no good.
Oh, what a nice tip.
Tipped it back up and in. Nice tip.
Nice tip, but Jake Owens is correct. We've got a turnover on the Bernie Mules, or on the Gideon Bulldogs. Coming in for Gideon. Sorry, we don't have that guy, that name.
Like Boone's going out, he played a nice game.
He has.
79-48.
Curtis Miller is in. Also, well, we don't have this young man's name either. They came off the B team, and we had somebody else's name. They're no longer on the team. Stafford and Clay are out.
Picked it over. Jake Owens for no good. We got a foul on Bernie on Dustin Cluck. Clock's running at 1:09. 79 Bernie and 48 the Gideon Bulldogs. Bernie going to the, Gideon going to the line. Jared Foster's first shot up and good.
Tell you what, that young man is almost perfect from the line tonight.
Shoots up his second free throw, up and rolls out on him. Rebound, Bernie. They're going to give it back to the Bulldogs. Gideon got after him on that press, caused a turnover. Gideon going to kick it in, way out front. Well, kicked it in, taken away by Bernie. And turned back over to the Bulldogs. 12 seconds to go, Bill. I think this will going to shoot up. It drives. Oh, drives. What a nice shot. Very nice shot.
Nice drive of Travis Miller.
Travis Miller.
The ball game's going to end here, Tommy.
Yeah. 79-51, the Bernie Mules over the Gideon Bulldogs.
Well, we'll be right back in just a minute with the final wrap-up as Eric Kendricks is getting the crowd there. Las Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Malden has the best Mexican food in the Boot Hill. Their fast, friendly service will always keep you smiling. Bottomless drinks never leave you thirsting. Lunch specials every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also new at Las Brisas is a new drive-through window. You can call ahead and your food will be waiting for you. Call 276-6666, or better yet, visit the friendliest dining atmosphere and best food in the Boot Hill, open 7 days a week. That's Las Brisas Authentic Mexican Restaurant on Business 25 in Malden. Del Gustavo and the gang, you heard about it them on Channel 21. And again, we appreciate you joining us on Channel 21 for all the games that we've been bringing. Tommy, we hear a lot of comments on it.
Yes, we do. When I'm out, people's always want to know when this ball game or what ball game we're going to bring this week. And I'll tell you what, we enjoy bringing them, and we're just sure glad everyone enjoys watching them. And this was a fun ball game tonight. Gideon's playing better basketball, and you know, that's what you want. You want your team to start playing better the closer it gets to that district.
Whether you're interested in a college degree or career training, Three Rivers Community College is a great place to start. Classes at TRCC can help you advance in your present job or start a whole new career. Convenient classes mean you don't have to give up your present job, and TRCC will help you find financial aid. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Bernie Mules, fine team. They're riding high now. They won about 3 in a row. They're a very good team. They can get you from so many different directions. They can shoot the three-pointer when they're on. Silas Deal, and he hit some tonight, and so did Doug Johnson. I was glad to see Doug Johnson get back on track a little bit. Yeah. He is one fine shooter and a fine young man. And of course, what can you say about Marcus Massey? You know, Marcus Massey is just going to bring his game every night. You know, and he's just going to come. He's going to compete. He's going to do the best he can. He's going to give you what he's got. If he's got 100%, you're going to get 100%. And I know the coach likes him. Who wouldn't like Marcus Massey? And they just got some fine players. They've got some young boys come up off that B team, spend some time on the varsity team. They don't lose too much when they bring in the 3 Jakes. And they're very, very good players, and they're going to be something to deal with in the future.
A bunch of teams like to have those 3 Jakes.
Yes, they would.
Being freshmen. Let's give the final stats here on this game, Tommy, as we try to wrap it up. For the Bernie Mules, the victorious Bernie Mules, who now go to 9-5 on the season. Jake Welch in 3 quarters had 8 points. Silas Still had 7. Doug Johnson, a great night with 17, Tommy. And again, good to see him back in his rhythm. Tyler Trover, a big night for the Bernie Mules with 19. Chevin Pierce with 2. Jake Owens with 2. Marcus Massey, a fine night, 21 points in the game. Preston Owens with 3, total of 79 for the Bernie Mules. For the Gideon Bulldogs, who go now to 3-11. Again, they played some good ball that first quarter and a half, and then that all of a sudden in that second half of that first quarter, they looked like they got a little tired. The depth of Bernie kind of took over, and then they scored. They just went on a big rampage of run there, the Bernie Mules did, and actually put the game out of reach for Gideon. Gideon came out strong, though, in that second half, played good man-to-man defense. And I know Coach Campbell has to be impressed, even though that they got beat tonight. He got beat by a better ball club.
Yes, he did. I tell you what, this Bernie Mule team just a nice club, well coached, well mannered, keep their head in the game. They don't get shook. Just a good team.
Well, for the Gideon Bulldogs, Terry Clay had 6. He had a nice game tonight. Travis Miller, a very nice game tonight with 11. Jared Foster with 9. Dustin Horrid with 5. Jordan Boone with 16. Luke Stafford with 4, total of 51 points for the Gideon Bulldogs. Tommy, anything you want to say as we wrap it up?
No, just been another fun night. In the Boot Hill, Missouri, watched some good high school basketball.
On a Thursday night, that's a bonus for us. We're going to get 3 games in this week.
We got another game tomorrow night.
Yes.
Well, the Portagewell Bulldogs are coming to Mullen. I tell you what, that'll be a ball game.
Be a good homecoming game for the Green Wave. A lot of times coaches worry about homecoming because of what can happen. That's right. You get your mind on the crowning of the Queen instead of the game that you've got to play. I want to thank Eric Hendricks for coming along and doing our camera work for us. We get a lot of comments on the job that he does. Tommy Jacobs, our color man tonight, then came on and be the announcer. Let me rest in that fourth quarter, and I appreciate that. I'm Bill Hampton. Till the next time, put those seatbelts on, folks, because we want to see you back each and every game with us on Channel 21. If you're unable to attend, catch these games, and we've got a big announcement to make. Hopefully by next week we're going to make this big announcement, and I think you're all going to be surprised at what you're going to hear. Again, we are expanding this year in 2007 to 23 towns. Gideon is one of the towns we're going to be going into. We're going into Portageville, Risco, Parma, Clarkton, Wardell, Gideon, Holcomb. We're also going to be going into towns of San Francis, Piggott, Marmaduke, Rector, Pollard, Leif, Greenway, and Arkansas. And then we're also going to pick up Gosnell, Arkansas, and Steele, and possibly 2 other towns that we can't tell you about just yet. But Channel 21 has grown from 2 towns to 6 towns. We'll be going to 23 towns, and we're glad to have you all call us your hometown channel. Again, put those seatbelts on out there because we want to see you back with us at the next game. Don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow.